The Chicago Bulls suspected the 1997–98 season would be their last run together. For all the championships and success with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson, there was a feeling among many in the organization that the good times had run their course. That season is captured in The Last Dance, a 10-part documentary series debuting Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN and the ESPN app. Heading into the premiere of episodes 1 and 2, here's a quick guide with everything you need to know about that Bulls team before the final season for one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history. More, remembering the greatness of MJ and the 90s Bulls. The Bulls' many accomplishments. The first three-peat the Bulls had failed to advance past the Detroit Pistons in 3 consecutive postseasons until a 1991 Eastern Conference Finals sweep, made memorable when Isaiah Thomas and several Pistons teammates walked off the floor before the final buzzer. The Bulls rolled through Magic Johnson and the Los Angeles Lakers in 5 games to win the organization's first title. After a rugged 7-game series against Patrick Ewing and the New York Knicks in the 1992 Eastern Conference semifinals, the Bulls dismissed the Cleveland Cavaliers in the conference finals and dropped the Portland Trail Blazers to win their second consecutive title. The path to the 93 title was fairly smooth until Ewing and the Knicks appeared again in the Eastern Conference Finals. After dropping the first 2 games at Madison Square Garden, Jordan and the Bulls stormed back to win the next 4, highlighted by a 54-point outburst by MJ in Game 4. The Bulls advanced to win their third title, defeating Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns, a series highlighted by a classic triple overtime Suns win in Game 3, MJ's 55-point Game 4 effort and John Paxson's clutch triple to clinch the series in Game 6. The 72-win season for 1995–96, the season after Jordan's return from his first retirement, the Bulls added Dennis Rodman despite his tumultuous stint in San Antonio. An energized Rodman, who earned first-team All-Defensive honors while leading the league with a rebound rate of 26.6%, helped the Bulls dominate the rest of the league en route to a then-record 72 regular season wins. The Bulls proceeded to roll in the postseason and earn a 4th title by beating Gary Payton, Shawn Kemp and the Seattle Supersonics in 6 games. One more ring before the 1997–98 Last Dance. The Bulls followed up their historic season with 69 regular season wins in 1996–97 while on their way to the finals. Tied 2-2 against Karl Malone, John Stockton and the Utah Jazz, Jordan elevated his legacy with the immortal flu game, dropping 38 points while battling food poisoning and dehydration. 2 nights later, he sealed the series with 39 points to win a 5th title. The legend of MJ and the Bulls. Jordan had already become arguably the world's most recognizable athlete by the Bulls' 3rd title. He had 3 league MVPs and 2 finals MVPs before he and Pippen took the Bulls' popularity to international heights when they brought home gold medals as members of the USA Dream Team at the 1992 Olympic Games in Barcelona, Spain. The Last Dance on ESPN. The 10-part Michael Jordan documentary The Last Dance will debut on April 19 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Latest updates, full schedule. NBA experts on MJ's greatness trailer, take a sneak peek. Stories of MJ's baseball career. But Jordan, after adding another Finals MVP to his resume in 1993, abruptly retired from basketball less than 3 months after his father's murder. Jordan spent the 1994 baseball season playing for the Birmingham Barons, the Chicago White Sox's Double-A affiliate, also owned by Bulls owner Jerry Reinsdorf. Jordan started working out with the Bulls again in the early part of 1995, ultimately deciding to return to basketball on March 18, announcing it with a 2-word fax, "I'm back." Heading into the 1997–98 season, Jordan was well on his way to becoming the front-runner for the NBA's greatest player of all time, as well as its most influential. When ESPN ranked the best basketball players ever in 2016, Jordan was a clear number 1. He also took the top spot when ESPN ranked the most game-changing players in NBA history in 2018, with the undefeated's Jesse Washington writing, "Jordan transformed the style and substance of basketball, expanding the scope and meaning of athletic achievement. We still see his influence in ways big and small, kids wagging their tongues, the raging popularity of basketball in China, post-up players leaning backward into defenders before making their move. But for all his huge dunks, fresh kicks and clutch shots, Jordan's biggest impact came off the court as he empowered athletes, especially African Americans, to obtain full economic participation in the billions generated by their labor. Play 207 Adonde, The Last Dance will show how intense MJ was, J.A. Adonde says.